Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Let's go, baby.
Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback Josh Allen.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Allen finding Knox there, complete. Pushing his way through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen to Beasley, first down, Buffalo. Allen off the play fake. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Henry again on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, They get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. Here's Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, Matt Breida actually had the fastest play of 2019, hitting 22.3 miles an hour on an 83-yard touchdown run, and he was moving here too.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago. And in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 27, Allen into the secondary past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on now, let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The return man is Hill. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go, let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. This complete to Henry over the middle. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Julio Jones once again the intended target. And it's second down. To the air again, Tannehill.
He wants Reynolds way downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw is Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown! Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone.
And not willing to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down 2. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 33.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the...
Henry.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
Allen now on 1st down. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Titans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From way up at the 23. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 117 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Off the option, here's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the busy night for Henry continues. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And his first carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. We often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Henry again on second down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, watch the slam.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
So this one, a Tennessee